Welcome back to News Channel 3 Live at 9. A mysterious coin sends three friends on a trip back in time.
And they discover a magic whale, pirates, and hidden treasure as they try to uncover the mystery of the 13th coin. It's the new children's book from Gordon Kerr, and you won't believe who she enlisted to help her write the book. We gotta ask, who did you enlist? Who did you sign up?
Well, I approached my son's second grade teacher and told her that I'd like to involve the kids in writing the book. So I went in and I read the first chapter of the book to them, told them that we were going to be doing that project, and every week I would go back and read the next chapter to the kids. We would discuss the plot and the characters and the setting, and then I would incorporate some of the things we discussed into the storyline of the book as it progressed.
So give us an example. They might have come up with the pirate, or did they come up with actual, let's have them do this next?
Well, a lot of the things that we put in were themes, not from a specific person. But I will tell you that we had a rule that no idea was too silly or too far-fetched to be heard. And, for example, there was one young man who every week he liked to make his classmates laugh, so he would say, I think there should be a dog doing a hula dance in the book.
Really?
So he had no idea that I would put that in there, but I introduced a pirate who had a tattoo of a dog doing a hula dance, and his nickname was Hula Dog.
Wow.
Oh, that's great.
Now, what about this young man whose picture we're looking at right now?
This young man is disappointed he's not here with me today. That's my son, Harrison, and it was his class, and he and his classmates are in 5th grade now, and the book came out when they were in 4th grade, the end of last year, and they came along with me to book signings and signed books on a page where their photograph is.
What have they learned from this experience? I mean, you got a great book out of it. What did they get?
I think what they learned was that if you take something one step at a time, that they can do more than they ever dreamed they could. And I remember a reporter interviewed one of the kids at a book signing and asked what he thought about it. He said, I thought that when Miss Kerr said we were going to write a book, it would be a miracle if it happened. And I think what he learned, and I learned too, was that you can do more than you think you can if you just take it one step at a time.
I can imagine. Do they feel like stars, celebrities, or do they feel even more special? I mean, now that they're authors, so to speak?
I think they really enjoyed the attention, and I was also writing another book in my younger son's class when this one came out, and so they are anxiously awaiting their turn to introduce their book.
Now, how old were they at the time? Because obviously this would be a book on a slightly different scale.
Well, they were both in 2nd grade.
Oh, okay.
The first book, it took a little while to get it published, and
Gotcha.
every time I saw them, they would say, when are we going to see our book in the bookstore? But finally, when they were in 4th grade, it happened.
Does this also teach them something as simple as delayed gratification?
That's a good point.
I mean, you know, there's value to that.
That's a really good point, because they're used to seeing things happen right away, and this
Right.
took some time. They probably did think it wasn't going to happen a time or two, but it finally did.
Had you always wanted to do something just to really spark a child's creativity even more so?
That's what the whole project was about, really. I was just looking for a way to get involved in the classroom and help ignite a love for reading and writing, and it went even better than I ever dreamed that it would be. The kids would come in and say they had an idea for a book they were going to write with their brother or sister or neighbor, and it was really rewarding writing it this way.
Gosh, and now they have a bond forever. With the protagonists, you have a few, and of course you had this big class. Did they say, I know that's me. I know that was based on me.
They didn't come right out and say it, but I'm sure they all think that they're one of the characters in the book.
Well, at least they weren't fighting over, no, I know that's me.
You know, they didn't fight at all. They were amazing. They really encouraged each other. They never said anything negative about each other's ideas.
Wow.
And they would, encourage, like they would say, well, I love Mary Beth's idea, but you could also add on this. And that was something that I was really pleased about.
Do you have another project with some students lined up anytime soon, or?
Well, I did the one with my son's second grade class last year, and that one should come out in the spring, and it's called What Lies Beneath the Whirlpool of Time.
Well, we will see you then next spring.
And then I have a daughter, so she'll be in second grade next year.
Folks just keep coming in that case.
That's right.
Seems like that age is a good one. Mary Gordon Kerr lived here in Memphis, so come out and see her. She's a former Memphian. Tonight at 6 p.m., Davis Kid Booksellers on Perkins Extended. Mary Gordon, what a great story.
Glad to have you back home.
Thanks, it's good to be here.
More great music coming up.